Doc, that is scary. Oh my goodness. What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to X-Files. This one is season 1, episode number 12. How's it going, everybody? So let's see what spookiness is going on today. The last one was fairly creepy. We dealt with these two little girls, well, and also we dealt with clones. All right, we dealt with you know, eugenics. We dealt with, you know, these creepy kids, and we almost died. We almost lost Scully and Mulder to these two girls. So let's see what nonsense is popping down in a state in America. Okay, is it gonna be on the West Coast? Is it gonna be in the East Coast? Is it gonna be Middle America? Let's find out. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, you! Don't forget, down below description, you can check me out over at patreon.com/fail34, as well as the Discord page to hop in on the conversation, X-Files. That being said, let's get into this one, y'all. Yeet! Oh, we're in England, never mind!
Love you. Good morning.
Going international for this one.
Good morning, Cecil.
Top of the morning to you.
Firebender? Talk about a burn, dog. What's going on, X-Files fam? So today we're watching a new episode. Need to get my fix of the paranormal. It appears we're dealing with spontaneous combustion this episode.
It's unlocked.
That's weird. I'm sure I locked it.
Must be an X-File.
Uh-oh.
I told you I locked the door.
What do you think it is?
A
And the
mixtape.
one you can't dance to.
Greetings, Agent Mulder. 6 months ago, British Minister of Parliament Reggie Ellicott received an audio cassette. Car created an explosion which was heard 5 miles away. The Scotland Yard forensic team could only identify the poor bastard by his dental records. If only he hadn't reached for the door handle and triggered the detonator and deposit the engine block on top of a 3-story building.
Aren't we looking rather ghostly? Oh, come on, don't tell me you left your sense of humour in Oxford 10 years ago.
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Confirmed fling. Ex-lover. That was the vibe I got.
She hates me.
What brings you
Indeed.
to the colonies? The Irish Republican Army?
Our suspect likes to send love letters to his victims' wives. He seems to take a certain delight in his work.
So what brings you on this detour to Washington, D.C., Inspector?
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
3-pipe problem.
That's from Sherlock Holmes. It's a private joke.
How private?
Yeah, I noticed how you couldn't drop everything fast enough in order to help her out.
Oh, I was merely extending her a professional courtesy. This by the arson guy.
All right, I'm digging this so far.
Beautiful. Spontaneous combustion.
He was murdered. However, we've turned up no evidence that tells us how the body caught fire.
Like an accelerant.
It's like an accelerant, yes.
But we found no trace of anything.
There have been some arson fires in Seattle lately, and Pennsylvania. It burned so hot that the firemen can't put them out, 7,000 degrees. Very difficult to prove arson. It's driving the insurance companies nuts. Well, that's about the only explanation that I can give you. Well, I've seen fire bend around corners. Seen it bounce like a rubber ball. Fire's got a certain genius, you know. You've got quite a case for yourself here, Mulder. Almost wish I could be in your shoes.
See how this case progresses. He's a demon.
Hello there.
Hello.
I'm Bob, the caretaker. We've been exchanging letters.
Seems like a rather nice fella, don't you?
Until you burn up.
Darling.
Bloody little girl, I'll skin you alive.
I'm the caretaker now.
I mean, I'm not going to put you through this.
Put me
Not
through
put
what?
you through this?
Mind game. Something else I haven't told you about myself, Scully.
Do tell.
I hate fire. Hate it. When I was a kid, my best friend's house burned down. Mind game player extraordinaire. 10 years it's taken me to forget about this woman, and she shows up in my life with a case like this.
That's weird. She's not microwaving it. This joke in the Discord.
Appreciate that.
Coming in hot.
They don't let you bring your own around here.
Well, I guess they'll just have to make an exception, won't they?
Oh my God. Hey guys, take a look at this.
Careful, lights.
Well, that's not gonna do a good job. People are gonna know you did that. Well, clearly he's just a mad lad then. I don't know. What was he drinking? Is he drinking like gasoline or something? I don't know.
Do you think you could work with a composite artist and come up with a sketch for us?
Like I said, I had a few drinks.
Can I get your full name and address?
See, he thinks I was at school last night.
It's no problem. You can come down to the field office and work with somebody there. It's a technique I refined in my relationship with you.
Oh.
Let's just stick to the case.
Let's.
Clearly there's a lot of history here.
Look, Phoebe,
Unless I'm mistaken,
10 years seems sufficient time to have forgiven, if not forgotten, a few youthful indiscretions.
I would agree with you, but they haven't found a body yet.
But I remembered something else about the guy who caught fire. He had an English accent.
Having a rough time, huh? Maybe it's the cough syrup.
Scully's gonna be the one to crack the case.
What kind of a magic trick?
Maybe I better not.
Show us.
Nah, you might tell your mom and dad.
We don't tell.
Really? Promise? Stick a needle in your eye? Under penalty of death.
Buddy, we're not about to burn some kids.
Ta-da!
Do it again.
You want me to do that again?
Yes.
Okay.
Extremely diluted, but you still have to find a way to ignite it.
Wow, it lit by itself.
You guys ever smoked a cigarette?
No, they're bad for you.
Do you like to take a puff, Michael?
No.
Make a man out of you.
A check of all recent immigration to the northeastern area is underway. It has become not a matter of if, but when he will strike.
Here we go. Also, she better be careful. Last time we had someone in Mulder's life come in, he sort of died, so I don't know if this is the beginning of a trend.
What have you got?
I might have some information on the identity of your arson suspect. You there, Mulder?
It's just I'm kind of anticipating having my hands full.
Hope Scully doesn't walk in at the wrong time. My man's is looking mighty dapper.
Doesn't look like your arsonist is going to make an appearance.
That doesn't mean there won't be any fires to put out.
Jeez!
I've thought about you often.
Scully, no!
There's a fire upstairs.
What?
On the 14th floor.
That's where the children are.
Oh, you know what I learned this weekend? A lot of buildings don't have 14th floors now, or floors that end with 4. Apparently it's bad luck. Oh my god.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to bring it up.
What happened to you up there?
He looked like he had a panic attack.
Panicked.
Yeah, exactly.
Move, Scully.
It's traumatic,
It
man.
could have
Fuck.
happened to anyone. What do you know about this guy that saved the kids? The driver.
I checked him out prior to the Marston's arrival. I came to see if you were okay.
How are the kids?
They're fine.
I didn't know a whole lot about arson or arsonists, so I took the opportunity.
She did her research.
For my own edification, of course. But I dug a little further.
Cecil Lively is a documented citizen of Great Britain, listed among a group of children who died in ritual sacrifice by a satanic cult in 1963 in the Tottingham Woods.
Oh, so it's really a devil.
Where else did you find it?
Cecil Lively's passport was stamped by U.S. immigration officials 2 weeks ago at the port of entry in Boston.
You really got under a detective tip there.
Yes, this is Special Agent Scully. Thanks.
Scully, he's coming for you. Oh, that is fucking scary. Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
His name is Cecil Lively.
Who?
Your arsonist. Where's the rest of the family?
They went outside for a walk.
We'll go find him. We gotta get him packed and get him out of here.
He's worked for us for over 10 years.
Well, obviously there's been some type of mistake. Oh,
Oh my God.
this isn't the driver, it's the caretaker.
Michael?
Michael! Jimmy! Looks like we found the missing driver.
Oh! Oh no!
It's fuel.
Come on! Move!
It's on your face now.
Don't move!
The gun. Shit.
Federal agent.
You won't shoot me.
Buddy, I don't know about that one.
Stay right where you are.
Let it bang, Scully!
From that round, we'll blow this whole house.
Ah, fuck, you're right. You're right, shit, yeah.
Back off, Scully! It's the accelerant!
No!
You can't kill me!
What the fuck?
She did messenger this to me last night, though.
Did you play it?
No.
Leave it for another
Send the one you
episode.
can't dance to it.
With 5th and 6th degree burns over his entire body.
5th and 6th?
I'm just dying for a cigarette.
The fuck, man? And that was my reaction video to X-Files Season 1, Episode number 12. This one was titled Fire, and I actually thought this is a pretty fire episode, pun intended here. I think for the most part, this episode actually does work, with a few just instances where I feel like they were... Okay, let me just talk about it. I think for the most part, I really did enjoy this episode. One had to do with the performance here. I thought the lead, played by, the caretaker Bob, was fantastic. Once we really started to understand and sort of dive into the psyche of this sort of a character, seeing him go from one place to another, killing these, the driver, to lighting the man on fire, it was chilling, quite honestly. And then once they started to, for the first maybe I want to say quarter of this episode, they didn't really lean into it too much, obviously, just setting up the sort of the reveal and the climax here. Once we started getting to a lot of the ignition sequences there, and see him being charismatic or diving into this man who's clearly not well, coupled with just the fact that he the backstory that he's like a part of this Satanist cult, and then he has these paranormal activities to light people on fire. It just made this absolutely chilling. And I think the actor here, it's got to do a lot, mostly to his performance, but as well as I think the directing was really effective here, just to highlight the atmosphere, the tone, and the spark, I think, in this episode, which was, I think, the villain's performance. The actual flame, I like the idea of them really being very descriptive about the fire and mimicking that in the actual visuals, especially making. I think it's really clever how they made it. They made it like there was some sort of rocket fuel that needed to be had, and they backed it up, obviously, and they tied it in with him painting the house. That was pretty clever. I loved what they did with him, although I did think it was a little tedious and I did think it was a little ridiculous how he went into a bar and just lit it on fire, but I guess it falls in line with the fact that he was like trying to get attention and whatever disorders he has. They could have went through this episode possibly a little bit quicker. However, I think they did pad it in with enough you know, personal drama, enough backstory, interesting ones at that, to fill up this episode and not make it feel a little bit too convoluted. I think it, you know, I think the performance is really strong by Bob. I think, you know, pun intended, bringing back an old flame in that we weren't aware of, Miss Green here, was interesting here. I really bought into them not just making this a love plot, but a big character moment here for Mulder. We got to learn things like he has photographic memory. I think I completely believe that falls in line with his character. I don't think they said that verbatim, but they've said it now. You know, Mulder has experience with fire. We had no idea about that until this episode. I think they did a good job at making it feel very grounded and real, just in that one, you know, that one little, revealing moment there where he's being very vulnerable with Scully not giving her eye contact, sort of looking through papers, whatever it was. Because once it got to those sequences, I felt his anxiety. I felt terrible watching him have to go through that, whether it was the panic attack, having him freeze up, living through those moments. And again, I think they did a great job at just, one, describing it prior, but also visually showing the fire, especially in the house sequence at the end. That was just wicked. Seeing the close-up shots of the fire just sort of breathing and spreading throughout the house. Also, you know, while full on or flame on like Johnny Blaze towards the end, once he, you know, got to the climax, it just turned into like a whole sort of, you know, twisted horror movie there for a second, where the house is on fire. Mulder's got to, you know, overcome his trauma and his crippling, you know, his crippling panic attack, save the kids, which you end up doing at the end of the day here. So I enjoyed that. I loved learning about his backstory. Thought the visuals are great here. A little convoluted, stretching things out for the sake of, you know, the drama and kind of extra, I think, at 1 or 2 points in my opinion here. But I think this was actually a pretty fire episode of X-Files. Also like to see Scully going, you know, learning a little bit more about Mulder, his personal life here. I do want to see more of Scully. You know, it's still the first season. We're taking our time. We're getting a lot of Mulder time. Not as much with Scully, but interested to see if Miss Green's going to come back. Seems like they lined her up as a character, you know, leaving the tape there. Her just leaving mysteriously. That was my thoughts on X-Files Season 1, Episode number 12. What did you think about this episode? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I don't know if I've seen that guy before. He looks familiar. I don't know if because of his eyes are just so emotive and just like so big. It reminded me of like Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if that was like a younger version of him. Don't think so, but I thought he was fantastic, especially once he they really started to get into his character a little bit more. The directing really complimented too on those just like close-up shots. This show nails just chilling moments so well. I find the one line he says at the end, "I would really kill for a cigarette," like, buddy, god damn. Anyway, X-Files, that was Season 1, Episode number 12. What did you think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Out of 5 fire emojis, what'd you give this one? Anyway, with that being said, y'all, I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.